Hey guys, thank you so much for tuning in to my channel. This is just to pick a card that is basically going to send out a positive message for those of you who are needing uplifting today. I'll pick a card and express what it might mean. Take what resonates with you and your current situation. This message is to give guidance towards aligning yourself with positive thoughts. And I'll begin. So the first card says, I am in charge of my happiness. Now, this may resonate with somebody that may be going through a situation where they feel like they are not 100% clear about how they feel with their current life situation. Sometimes we may be in a situation where we're questioning our happiness. It could be a relationship, it could be a job, it could be a situation where you want to make changes in your life, but you're like, okay, maybe if I make this change, or if I, leave this relationship, or if I leave this job, maybe I'll be happier. But it's up to you to sit down and, go deep within and think to yourself, okay, if I leave this job, let's say it's a job, will it bring me some sense of relief? Will I feel that my life is actually going to be better, or will there be some struggles along the way? So that's questions you got to ask yourself, whether it is a job, whether it is a relationship, whether it is a situation where you just feel like you need to do more to make yourself feel a lot happier. At the end of the day, like this card says, you're in charge of that happiness. So it's only going to be up to you to make that decision on what you need to do next to create a happier life. Okay. The one thing that I could say that would actually help you make that decision faster is to just sit down and reflect. Sit down and think about your current situation. Sit down and think about the things that you feel is blocking your happiness. The one thing I disagree with is putting blame on anyone or anything for you not creating your happiness. Because when you're in a situation where you feel like something is bringing you down and just draining you, the best thing to do is to walk away from it. The best thing to do is to create those changes in your life. The best thing to do is to find or sit down and think to yourself, what is it that really does make me feel happy? What is it that really brings out that joy in my heart? What is it that I go around sometimes, or things that I do sometimes, that just uplifts me, just uplifts my spirit and makes me feel so much better inside? You got to sit down and reflect on that and question yourself as to what it is that you feel that might be blocking your happiness. And changes don't happen overnight. You definitely have to take baby steps depending on what the situation is. Like, especially if it's a job, we all need money to survive out here. So you can't just up and say, oh, hey, you know what? I'm just going to quit my job today, and then you can't pay your bills tomorrow. That wouldn't be a wise decision. But what you can do now is start working towards making those changes and start, I don't know if you write. Sometimes I feel the best way for me to really get my thoughts out there is by writing down whatever it is that I'm feeling inside, and start, listing everything that you think you could do to work towards making those changes in your life so that you could move closer to creating your happiness. Okay. And what do you believe in? If you're someone that believes in God, then sit down and pray about it. I truly believe God is within us. So I truly believe whatever it is that we express out loud, when we sit down and pray to God, I feel like we're really just speaking positivity into ourselves. We're speaking whatever it is that we want for our lives into ourselves. But the only way that our prayers will come into fruition or manifest is by us actually believing that it will. And again, if you're someone that, knows the Bible, goes to church, the Bible speaks about that, about having faith and believing that whatever it is that you want to change in your life, whatever it is that you want to move forward towards in life, you got to believe that you can do it. You got to have that faith. Faith without works is dead, right? So you got to have that faith and that belief within yourself that you are definitely going to be able to create this change that you want in your life to move forward and to create your happiness. So let's see what the back of the card says. 2 questions. What has affected my happiness level today? So what is it that you feel has affected your happiness level today? If you are not happy today, then what is it that affected you to make you not feel happy today? Okay? But if there was something that happened in your life today that impacted your happiness and made you feel a little bit more brighter or uplifted, what is it? And whatever it is, that's probably the direction that you need to go more often to maintain that happiness. The other question asks, what have I done today to boost my happiness? And just like I said, you got to sit down sometimes and reflect and see what it is that's blocking you from feeling that feeling of happiness, right? Feeling excited, or it don't even have to be excitement, but whatever it is that uplifts you, right? That's the key word. What makes you feel uplifted? If there was something that made you feel drained today, then you need to walk away from that thing, because that is not the life that you want to live constantly. You want to move towards whatever it is that creates your happiness and what boosts you and makes you feel uplifted. And I'm not talking about temporarily, I'm talking about on an ongoing basis, and is healthy. You don't want to be choosing things that's not going to benefit you in the long run. Okay, if you know what I mean. Because sometimes we don't choose healthy habits to make us feel happy. Sometimes we keep doing the same thing over and over again, and it only gives us a temporary high. But if you understand what I'm saying, choose something that's healthy, to choose something that's beneficial, whether it's friendships, whether it's going out for a walk in nature, you know, whether it's reading a book that stimulates positive thoughts in your mind, whether it's listening to certain types of music that stimulates your happiness. Whatever it is that you feel creates that happiness in you, move towards that. Your one goal for today should be to think about, what is it that makes me happy? What is it that I need to move closer towards that will create that ongoing happiness? And if it's something that you know you can't change overnight, then start working towards it. Start writing down the things that you can do to start working towards creating that happiness that you want to feel inside. Okay? Go ahead and comment below what is the one thing that you're going to do today to start creating your happiness. I'm sure whatever it is that you comment on, there is going to be someone else that's probably going through the same situation, going through the same thing, and will also benefit from your comment. I hope this message was received well from those who resonated with it. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Have a blessed day.